So we are going live on air right now, and I would like to thank myself and Derek would like to thank our guests who have joined us, our brave MAD presenters who are kind of helping us trial YouTube Live, and this will be our platform for MAD PD. So the difficulty that I had, I'm going to basically start from the beginning and just give you the idea of where MAD PD came from. Derek and I started collaborating only a few short months ago on Ontario Ed Chat, and he and I then he invited me to a podcast, and we started quickly talking about just the importance of sharing and sharing our best ideas, and I think we're all better together for kids. And so we kind of had mentioned something about a virtual PD. And then about a month ago, Derek and I kind of came back to it, maybe a month and a half ago. And our idea basically was, we call it M.A.D PD, but the acronym is Make a Difference PD. And we had the idea is basically, what if we reached out to educators across the world and asked them to share their one idea that made a difference in the classroom? And then if we made a M.A.D PD day out of this, we would have presenters for 12 hours sharing kind of what helps to make a difference in their classroom, either for themselves as an educator or for themselves as an educator, and obviously then for their students. So we looked at a platform and we decided to go with a cross between Google Hangouts and YouTube Live. So the idea is, we already have the schedule set. We have 60 plus presenters from 3 continents sharing their best ideas and their best practices for 12 hours on May 7th. The platform will be YouTube Live. We have our schedule already set. Our presenters have their profiles. And what all of the presenters have done is created a YouTube Live link and a viewing link. So those people who are watching from the outside and not being able to interact with us, that's the viewing audience. And so we envision that anyone throughout that 12-hour period on May 7th will look at our schedule and be popping in and watching many different M.A.D PD presentations. The beauty of YouTube Live, is recorded, and you can share your presentation with other people after the fact. And then it's going to be on our landing page, and anybody can come in and see this presentation. So it's archived for people to see and learn from in the future. And so then go ahead, Derek.
So Jen is confirming right now that she's not in the room but watching the live link. So it's working, we're up, it's live, people are checking it out.
Okay, perfect. And people would probably have noticed, people who are on live and also people who are watching, that it took us about 15 minutes to get sorted out. And as we were getting sorted out, I was able to troubleshoot the problem as well, and I'll share that with you. And I commend everybody, the 60 educators who have signed up to do this Make a Difference PD. It's something different. I think we're looking at a big opportunity to kind of innovate professional development for ourselves and for our students. So I think there's going to be some hiccups and bumps along the way, and it's all part of the learning process. And I think we're here in modeling that, because teachers, I think, tend to be perfectionists, but you know what? Learning isn't perfect. So that's what it's all about. And I think the potential for this is huge. Derek and I had hoped for, I think, 20 people. We're at 60, and it really, you know what? It's you're right, Derek. It's pushing closer to 70. We were hoping maybe that we'd see 20, and we put this together in just less than, I would say, a month. And the quality of the presenters and the presentations, if you look through that schedule, there is literally something for everyone, and we are going to literally make a difference in the education world on May 7th. Just trying to think of taking a next step. So what I'm going to do is I am going to share my screen. So going back for the presenters, this is mostly an information session for presenters. So you've already created your YouTube live link, right? You've shared the viewing link on your profile page. That's important that you're only sharing the viewing link publicly. The live join link, the one that I sent each of you on screen via email, it's important that you know who your audience is going to be and send that viewing link only to the people who you know will be interacting and engaging with you. And we're going to leave that up to you to decide who you're going to invite. Robert, that's Robert. So Robert, what I'm going to do is just get you to mute your mic. So if you look in the upper.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, that's another point we want to make as well. So all of this stuff that we're doing right now, we're modeling exactly what your MAD PD session is going to look like. So, so what you're going to do is when you go back to, and Derek and I will make sure that we send out another tutorial video. He and I will do this together and we'll model exactly what you need to do. When you send out your live viewing link, the problem is if you just cut and paste that link into an email, Derek, this is what I noticed. If that's what I did with each of you.
Yep.
It didn't work. What you need to do is actually invite people within YouTube on Live. But that's something that Derek and I will set up another tutorial video and we'll explain exactly what you'll do. So you'll invite your audience members. They'll come and join you as we see everybody here. And then you're going to have members, people from throughout the education community, also watching from live, but outside of the viewing audience, okay? So you're going to spend 15 minutes. What you're going to do is have a presentation. You got 15 minutes literally to share what your Make a Difference idea is. You can screen share your screen. And then there's going to be a question answer period from your audience members for about 15 minutes. I've also suggested that what you might want to do is share an idea and get feedback from your audience as to, you know, your next step or how you can make it better. Okay, if that makes sense.
Hey, Peter, can I jump in
there? Yeah,
there?
Derek, please do.
The Twitter feed is saying that for some reason your image is not like front and center.
Okay, good to know.
On the live version, I don't know why that is. I don't know if you need to select something, but they're seeing somebody else who's not speaking as the main person, and because they're not a participant, they can't select the view because it's the live view, right? So I don't know if you need to.
I wonder if they can see me now.
All right, well, we'll keep going, and I'll see if she gets back at me, okay?
Okay, good. All this stuff is really good to know, too, as well. I mean, Derek, I have done Google Hangouts, and quite successfully, but when we have many, many different people involved, it's, you know, and what I would suggest as well is to each of the people who are presenting, go ahead and just do a mock one with a couple of friends as well. Try creating a live link where you can share it with them and have a Google Hangout. You don't have to record it. The important thing is right now we're broadcasting, but you certainly don't have to broadcast, or if you choose to broadcast, you don't have to share it. You can delete it. Okay. Derek, do you want to jump in?
No, you're on a roll. Keep going.
Okay. So
oh, it's working now.
You'll
so
send
you're in the front center now. You're good, Peter. What'd you do?
Okay, so what I did was I selected myself. Okay, so right before, people might have seen Robert. Okay, because he's now selected in that that bottom panel. Now I'm selecting myself. It's really important as well that you remind all of your audience members to mute their mics, so you don't have a lot of feedback as they're listening to your presentation. They're muting. We're going to have a Twitter feed going on as well throughout the day on May 7th. But you can also choose as audience members, as Dean pointed out in the upper left-hand corner, you can go ahead and chat or ask a question as well. All right. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and share my screen, and that will just give you an idea as to how you will be able to share your screen if you have a visual that you would like to share as well. Okay. It's gonna give me 1 second.
So,
all right. Go ahead, Derek.
A bunch of people have been asking, notice I'd say it, have been asking on Twitter and on here as well. You'll notice on the time slot there's an hour. The idea remains that you have it's a half-hour presentation, 15 minutes to present, 15 minutes for Q&A, but we're teachers, so we understand that will probably go over. So the buffer is built in. So if you need to go over, you can go over. If you need to go pee or get a coffee before your next presentation, you can do that. So it's an hour in between each piece, but the concept is this half-hour bite-sized piece of actual information.
Yeah, that's a good point, Derek, as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So if the participants, if you toggle over, you can chat. I'm not sure if you have the option to share your screen. Probably you do, right, Derek?
Yeah, in the top left-hand corner, I can share my screen.
Yeah, now I don't imagine that your audience will share their screen, but you'll have the option to share your screen. Okay, so I'm going to share my entire screen. So then instead of seeing me, you should see the screen. Is that correct? Can you guys all now see the screen?
Yep.
My screen?
Yep, we're good to go.
All right. So you can imagine I just made up this little presentation for our session now, and it would be your...
I can interrupt. I see you. Is there something I should be doing on mine? I don't see a screen. I don't know if that matters, but I see you.
Interesting. No,
Am I doing something wrong?
You see Peter?
I don't. That is odd because I am sharing my screen. And again, what I'm going to
select, whoever sees Peter, what if you go down and select Peter, and should his screen come up?
You know what? That's right. If you click along the bottom, I click on Peter. If I click on Derek, then I see Derek. If I click on Diane, I see Diane. Yeah.
But you still can't see my screen?
No, I can see your screen. I clicked on you though.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
Oh,
okay.
right. That's a funny thing that this does as well. Is it'll toggle back and forth between the speaker. Yeah. If someone speaks, the camera will toggle to them, but you can stop that by just selecting the one person, and then you'll be fine.
Exactly.
Is there something I should be doing to see the screen?
Click on Peter.
Click on Peter's name at the bottom.
But I don't have Peter's name at the bottom. There's nobody. All I see is a big picture of Peter. There's nobody at the bottom.
Oh.
Right.
Can you share your screen?
Oh, there. I can see you.
I apologize. I'm learning. I don't know how.
All right.
What to do.
Yeah, you're not along the bottom.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, can you see me waving?
You're the only one on the screen.
Ah, and you have a green background, right? So
Yes, she does.
You have a green. We have a. Okay.
The color of your wall is green.
I see you. I see your basketball hoop. I see the door open, and then right behind you.
Yeah. Okay. And I see you, but funny thing is, interesting. I don't see anybody else other than you.
And that's
Are you still on the old link?
We see. We can see everybody along. I see everybody along the bottom. And Diane, is that Diane?
Yeah. There's two.
Oh.
Yeah, Peter, do you have both links open, buddy?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, close up the old
Maybe I do. I'm scared to close up the old one in case I also, okay. This is a second.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, Robert, we
Yeah.
got you.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do that.
Now, did we lose Diane?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she was.
I don't think we had Diane. I think Diane was alone on the other link
Yeah.
with you. We didn't see her until you shared your screen, and that's when we saw her. That's what I think's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many Dianes are there?
Different Diane.
Oh, sorry, a different Diane. There's two Dianes.
Which
Okay,
one?
I see the other Diane and myself.
I see Diane, and I'm Diane.
Oh, but there was another
Yeah, so
Diane.
see, there's two of us.
Are you kidding me?
What is with people in the suit?
That is a first to have 3 Dianes.
Yeah.
All right, Peter, continue.
I think
We've
I'm
lost
done.
her.
No, I think really that it's easier than what it looked like for the live audience members, simply because it was the one glitch of me copying and pasting the link into an email instead of sharing through YouTube Live, and that's an easy fix. Had that been done, we would have all been here waiting. We would have been on and, troubleshooting a little bit. So I think what we're going to do, Derek, I think what we'll do is we'll have another one of these in a couple of weeks, and we'll invite other people to join us as well. But what I can suggest is to each of you is create your own live link and go ahead and just trial it out. All of you are the pioneers here. You might feel like you're, not exactly knowing what you're doing. I think we all feel that way, but I can also tell you that I use Google Hangouts within my classroom to collaborate with different classes throughout the world. I've taken my kids probably on 20 different adventures throughout the world to talk to scientists, explorers, through Exploring by the Seat of Your Pants, who Joe Grabowski runs, who will also actually be doing a Make a Difference presentation. So I really commend all of you, all of the 60 presenters for taking this jump and looking at PD in a different way. And it's not going to be perfect. And even if you have to know also when to kind of let it go. If you lose 1 or 2 people, continue with the presentation. You have to kind of make decisions as you go and have fun with it as well. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. I mean, we are broadcasting live right now. We have other people watching, and we're modeling risk taking, and hopefully the end result will be fantastic.
So Peter, I got 2. I got Twitter questions and then one in the text that I'll answer. Okay.
Okay.
So on the Twitter question, Jen is asking.
We're hearing Derek twice.
We are responsible to find someone to actually talk to actually be on the talk during the conversation. So yes, the idea is we're going to publicly share the viewing link. So that will not be responsible for you, but you will be responsible for getting the people involved as they are in the stream. So you're gonna invite those people. That's the amount of people, and want you to go that way. You can share that out in your Twitter or on something else, and then people can request to be invited. That sort of. The other question that popped up was, what's up?
Can I jump in for a second? People are saying that they're hearing quite a bit of feedback on just from you. Is it just Derek, or are you getting feedback from me as well?
Just Derek. Just Derek.
Okay, Derek.
Okay.
It's echoing.
Are we better?
Oh.
No, I'm still getting a little bit.
Okay. 1 second.
Okay, and I'll just reiterate what. Thanks, Derek. I'll just reiterate what Derek said. So the question was whether or not you need to elicit your live audience members. Yes, I think that's the best way to do it. And you certainly don't have to have 10. You can have 5. In fact, 5 you might find to be more manageable. And these are people who I would say would be interested in learning from you. So you might be tweeting out what you're going to be doing for your M.A.D PD session, and someone might direct message you for the link. It's up to you how you decide how you want to bring in your live audience. Now, having said that, if you don't want to have anyone, that's okay as well. You can just go ahead, share your 15-minute or 20-minute M.A.D idea, and everybody could watch it from outside as well. So we're going to leave the people who join you, we're going to obviously leave that up to you. And you need to own that link, because you need to be able to send it to the people who are going to be joining you live. Okay, does that make sense? Or any other questions around that?
Can I try my mic now? How's that?
Better.
Oh, I'm still reverbing. I can hear myself reverbing. Okay, there was another question in the text about when's the best time to invite your guests? Can you answer that?
When's your best time to invite your guests? So we're all going to be using the M.A.D PD hashtag now, and go ahead, and we're going to continue to work on the landing page. This has obviously become bigger than what we imagined, but the landing page will be there as well. Share your profiles and continue to do that. And then you might want to even say on an email to some friends or some colleagues, or even within your board, look, I'm doing a PD session on podcasting. If you would like to join me live on air, similar to the email that I sent each of you. And then what I would do is exactly what I did for our presenters. I would send out an invitation for that link probably an hour or two before your presentation.
But you want to do it, like you need to do it before you, you can't do it and close. You have to open up your link and then Right,
yeah.
Peter? Right, Peter?
Yeah, I'm not sure what you just said there, Derek. Derek's podcasts are normally seamless. Like, he is so clear, and yeah, so.
That's what I get for using the fancy microphone.
There you go.
Okay, so I have terrible reverb, and I don't know why.
But based on the problems at the beginning, is there going to be a problem with sending the link early? A good question. No, because you'll be able to do it very similar to as you would in an email. Okay, so no, that wouldn't be a problem. We'll take care of that. Any other questions? Now, if you have a question, and this is for the live audience members as well, right? So if you have a question, what you're going to do is just unmute your mic and go ahead and ask the question. Questions or comments or feedback?
Okay,
I'm not reading the Twitter feed. Go ahead.
I have another question. For chat function versus the mic, I can comment and I can talk. Is the group chat part just for people that are interactive live, or can anyone do that?
It's only for the people who are interactive live. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other comments?
I did a shutdown restart. I want to see how my mic's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting the echo, and I did with the person who asked the question and myself.
I think everyone's doing it now.
Okay, yeah. It's like we have two.
Does it have? Are we echoing now, or is it good? Okay, that sounds okay now.
Yeah.
All right.
You're not reverbing now.
It's Peter. It's Peter is the issue. Peter, when I got rid of your mic, all of a sudden no one is reverbing.
How did you get rid of Peter's mic, though?
I muted him. I have the mute option. Do you guys have the mute option on other people on yours?
I don't know.
I
And
don't
now that
think,
Peter's
I don't think-
now that Peter's mic is back on, it's reverbing again.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it
Am I
says
muted
Diane.
now?
Now it says Diane. Peter. What? How'd you do that, Diane?
Okay.
How'd you do that, Diane?
What did I do? What did I do?
Oh, you go to Peter. Oh, you go to Peter.
We all have reverb because it's like it's happening on your side, Peter.
Yeah, you can mute people by going to their picture, hitting the little drop down arrow and choosing mute.
But why would that control the reverb? And how are you going to know who's responsible for it? You're just supposed to mute everybody and figure it out?
Yeah, you test your way through. If you started to get that, you could test your way through. I think what's going on is he's got us open in another tab, I'm guessing, and so it's playing twice on Peter's side. So his mic is picking me up and my mic is picking me up, and so it's getting reverb. Okay. Is there any other questions or concerns, thoughts? We'll send out a tutorial about the invite again because we'll make sure that's nice and clear. So we'll do a video like we did last time. We'll get that out and get that sorted out.
Sure.
All right.
And
I'm just gonna jump. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just wondering if we want to share what's happening with an audience in a different way. Any kind of, do you want like a ministry involvement at all, or are you keeping totally grassroots?
I mean, you can kind of go wherever you want to go. You can share this in any way that you want.
Okay.
I've had some people say to me that they have some friends that want to view it, but like have no idea how to go about it. So they're going to gather around a computer for a couple hours and check things out. So, I mean, any way that you want to spread the word, we're interested in having you do it. The view link in particular is pretty bulletproof, right? Like you don't have to worry about jumping in here and whatever. You just click on the view link and watch it go. So, yeah, you know, use Twitter, use your staff bulletin board, use whatever you want. We don't mind, right, Peter?
Absolutely not. And I think that's why it's individualized feature PD as well. And I do know that this reverb is coming from me, and it's one small problem. And Derek and I are going to model one of these together, where we'll show you exactly how to send out the link, and all of these issues will not be an issue.
And often it's people's personal computers that have an issue, right, with the sound, and you can't fix it.
You got it.
You got it.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for taking the time.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the broadcast. I'd like again to thank everybody. If you just want to hang out for a couple more minutes after, our live audience members, and again, thank you, and feel free to use the hashtag M.A.D PD, and Derek and I are always available to answer questions via email. So I'm going to stop the